sharing the Read to Me Ms Tracey and the I See Me bookstore page, sharing it with your friends. And thank you very much for coming on to the Read to Me Ms Tracey at youtube.com. A lot of the videos that we make here at I See Me Bookstore, you can always go back and look at them on their page as well as on the Read to Me Ms Tracey page. Okay, so we are now logged in on both spaces. And if you're still out there, and I certainly hope you are, please, check in and let me know watching. That would be most helpful. And I'd like to say hello to the friends that we have that are watching. And, send us a quick little, comment or whatever. We like interactive. Hopefully the camera and the computer wants to help us read today, but we'll keep it going nevertheless. Okay. And just to get us started, see, I got all these books I want to read. And there's so many books. It's the most difficult thing ever to try to choose which book that you're going to read. And, because there's so many totally cute books. Okay. I think we're going to do this one in this order. We'll do. We were talking about the mustard seed. So I'm going to read a story about that. But first, I have to greet everyone. I have to let them know that we're here. And I like to say, hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Thank you very much for hanging out with me this Sunday afternoon. And I think we're going to read The Marvelous Seed first, because we were talking about The Marvelous Seed just a few days ago in Bible study. So I found this story at the I See Me bookstore, and it's written by Amy Jill Levine and Sandy Eisenberg Sasso, and it's illustrated by Margot Maganek. But she did a good job with the illustrations, I will say that. The Marvelous Mustard Seed. A child plants a mustard seed in an empty garden. It is an itty bitty seed. If you've ever seen a mustard seed, it's even smaller than a poppy seed or a sesame seed that's on your hamburger buns. It isn't anything very special yet. Trying to fix this so you guys can see it. Mustard seeds are so small that you have to look hard to see them. Look, in this package, it's super, super small. And look, they had to use their magnifying glass to see it. There it is down there. But it's so tiny, you have to use a magnifying glass. You have to look so hard to see them that you need to get really, really, really close. There's not much to be done with a single teeny weeny seed. You can't eat it or wear it. You can't take it for a walk or cuddle with it. You can't write or blow bubbles with it. The only thing you can do is plant it in the soil. Bloop. There it goes into the ground. Then the rain falls and the sun shines. And things begin to happen in the earth. Oh, we definitely need the rain to water it. And it needs the sun to activate the photosynthesis in there. To warm it up and get it to cooking and growing. But no matter how hard you look or how close you get, you can't see the tiny seed. Well, we know it's there because there's the sign that says mustard. The seed is hidden down with the moles, down, down, down with the ants, down, down, down with the earthworms. And that's where I like my worms and my ants to stay, down in the ground. You guys should see Tinkerbell. She's sitting on the couch and she's watching me read the stories. Then it happens. In the place of the little bitty seed, up comes a shoot. Up comes a sprout. Up, up, up. Up, up, up comes a bush. But it doesn't stop there. It grows and it grows and it grows. Wow. Look, from that little tiny seed comes a sprout, then like a little small bush, then a bigger tree, then an even bigger tree, and then an even bigger tree. Until it becomes a humongous tree. Birds make their nest there. From that little bitty seed, the neighbors exclaimed, "A mustard tree? Amazing! Birds resting there? Surprising! People enjoying its shade. Unbelievable!" From that little tiny mustard seed. Acorns grow into big oaks. Cedars have trunks that you can't fit your arms around. Mustard plants are just ordinary bushes. But not this one. This one is a mustard tree. You don't have to look hard for or get really close to see it. It's right in front of you. Some people touch it to make sure it's real. Others sit under its branches. They take the pods from the tree and remove the seeds and make spices. They take the mustard leaves and the seeds and make medicine. The spices and the medicine are there for everyone. The kingdom of God is like a mustard seed in the garden, right outside our windows, growing from itsy bitsy teensy weensy to colossal, from impossible to see to unable to miss. The tree is so gigantic, it's a wonder. It is not at all what we expect to find, and yet there it is, surprising us, helping us to imagine what can be. Wow, look, that little tiny seed turned into that huge tree. Animals and squirrels and all kind of things happen around that tree. It's even bigger than the buildings. Wow, that is amazing. But what isn't? Yet. Yet. I love that one. And then there's a note in the back of it for parents and teachers. A child plants a mustard seed in an empty garden. It is an itty bitty seed. It isn't anything very special yet. Sounds kind of like kids. They start out with little bitty people, but they're people. Lots of potential there. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next book. The next story is called Parker Looks Up. And I hope that you guys get a chance to come back and look at this story time because it's a really adorable song. Adorable video. Parker Looks Up, An Extraordinary Moment by Parker Curry and Jessica Curry, illustrated by Brittany Jackson. Here's a picture of her on the back. Oh my gosh, so cute! I love it. Yeah, the enemy knew I was trying to do something special today, but that's okay. You guys will check us out later, I'm sure. Parker Looks Up. Parker Curry loved to dance. Dressed in her favorite tutu, she imagined she was a dancing queen. She's a dancing queen, oh girl. Move it, girl. Dancing, 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 dancing a queen. Watch it down, watch it down. And she do, 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 do. I think I don't see. Oh, isn't she cute? I love his story. But one rainy Tuesday, instead of going to dance class, Parker's mom said, "Let's go to the museum." Ava too? And Parker loved visiting the museum almost as much as she loved twirling and leaping in the air. She pulled on her boots, and Mama and her sister Ava buttoned up their jackets. "Have fun, girls. Bye, Dad." And off they went. Splashing and smiling and surprise! The American Art and Portraiture, National Portrait Gallery. Gia, Parker's best friend, greeted them from the top of the museum steps. "Yay! It's Gia!" Once inside, the friends hurried down a long hall, looking at the paintings all around. They saw prancing horses, blooming flowers, a bushy mustache, a shiny jeweled necklace. Oh, pretty. 2 peacocks with red eyes, and a basket of slimy fish. Ew! And feathers. "Hurry up, Ava!" Lots and lots of brilliant feathers. See, there's more than 4 faces. Do you see there's 5 faces in that picture? Now, I got this book from the I See Me bookstore. When Gia spotted a playroom, she raced ahead and Parker charged after her. "Explore! Let's make silly faces. Hey, Miss Jessica, Eli, Ollie, and Corey, what? Hey, y'all." I had technical difficulties getting on the camera today. I had to restart the computer and everything. Ugh. Anyway, I'm going to make sure I read all these stories today. I got some really good ones. And this is what we're reading right now. Parker Looks Up. An extraordinary moment. They're at the museum now. After Gia stuck a purple hair onto the easel and Parker added a pirate hat and sunglasses, it was time to go home. Time to go, girls! The gang's all here. Excellent, excellent. My good plan was not spoiled by evil. Oh. I guess I can do both, evil and good. It's a little bit of good and bad in me anyway. Anywho, skipping down the hall, the girls spied a row of frilly white tutus. Parker raised her arms. Gia spun around and around and around. "Wait for me," Parker called, dancing after her friend until she froze in her tracks, spellbound. Parker Curry looked up. A portrait of First Lady Michelle Obama loomed before her. She had rich brown skin, just like Parker, and kind, familiar eyes that reminded Parker of her mother, her grandmother, her sister, and yes, even of herself. How could someone so real and so magical all at the same time? Who is she? Mother, lawyer, writer, caring, hero, confidant, inspirational, smart, courageous, friend, sister, advocate, honest, volunteer, mentor, hopeful. Parker's mother's voice filled the air, her words coming to rest squarely on Parker's tiny shoulders. She is a queen, Parker whispered, unable to look away, to move, to breathe. In that moment, Parker saw more than just a portrait. She saw a road before her with endless possibilities. Violinist, basketball, maybe a scientist or a doctor, a ballerina, a scientist, an artist, all those things. Okay, let me make sure. Okay, here we go, y'all. All of those things. Suddenly, Parker felt a small hand in hers, and the spell was broken. Come look, Ava, she said, putting her arm around her little sister and standing tall. For Parker, Curry was feeling powerful and strong, and even though she hadn't moved, inside she was dancing. The end. That was called Parker Looks Up, an Extraordinary Moment. So I picked this book from the I See Me bookstore because it was a book about this is a real girl, and the portrait is a real portrait that was in the National Art Gallery in Washington, D.C., and this is a true story. Parker, I don't remember exactly, but you can look up Parker Curry, and there's a story about her, how she was just so stunned and amazed, like she just stood there staring at the portrait for a very long time. And, you know, little people, as you know, Eli and Ollie, you guys know it's hard to keep your attention on something very long, right? Yeah. So this little girl stood there for a very long time. Her name's Parker Curry. And that book is by Parker Curry and Jessica Curry. Okay. So since we have some boys, let's incorporate some boy stuff. You know, you never know. Let's incorporate some boy stuff. Here we go. Same, but different. Kind of like Tracy. I'm a lady. I'm a grown-up. But I'm a little different than the rest of the grown-ups. Wouldn't you say? I'd say. This book is by Jenny Sue Kostecki-Shaw. Says, Elliot lives in America and Kailash, I like that one. Kailash lives in India. They are pen pals. By exchanging letters and pictures, they learn that they both love to climb trees, have pets, and ride a school bus. Their worlds might look different, but they are actually similar. Same, but different. I like the song. Okay. Picture pals, says in it. Oh, look, they're drawing. Oh, I love this. They got the easels out, and they have their easels out. Wait, I'm trying to make sure you guys can see the whole page. Yeah, there we go. They have their easels out, and they're drawing pictures with pencils and paints and markers. I love art time. Don't you guys? Love it. In art class, I painted a picture of my world. My teacher mailed it across the oceans. This is my world. Purple sky, blue water. There's a sun. There's a stamp. Gotta have a stamp if you're gonna mail something. A boy drew back with colors of the sea. P.S. Who are you? This is my world. Same, but different. Wow. He drew like a river, and there's maybe not a buffalo or a bison, but a yak. Looks like a gondola, some type of boat. Oh, and there's tigers, moon, and like a mosque and mountains. Wow. This is me. My name is Elliot, and I love to climb trees. My name is Kalish, and I love to climb trees too. Same, but different. This is me. There's Elliot, and there's Kalish. P.S. Do you live in a tree? That'd be kind of cool to have a tree house for a house, wouldn't it? That is my tree house where I play. I live in a red brick building with my mom, dad, and baby sister. I live with my family too. All 23 of us. Whoa. My mom, dad, sister, brother, grandmother, grandfather, aunties, uncles, cousins. 23 people in your house? Can you imagine the bathroom schedule? Oy vey. And going to the grocery store for all of those people. And our animals. Wow. They live with a bull and a cow and a goat. Dogs. Oh, wait. A sheep, chicken, more goats, more chickens. Maybe a parakeet. That's a lot of stuff going on. I have pets too, but not nearly as many as you. Same, but different. P.S. What does it look like where you live? What does it look like where you guys live? Look, he's got a hot dog for a dog, a pet. What's this? Oh, and it's a fish. Did you guys see that? I was wondering what that was a picture of. And did you see that he's feeding his fish and the fish is eating? And he's looking at you through the fish bowl. I was wondering what that was. It was an odd looking thing. A great river flows through my village. Peacocks dance under the trees shaped like umbrellas. The sun is giant and especially hot here. What do you see in this picture, guys? Yeah, more boats. Those are interesting looking houses, aren't there? You see the peacocks? Yeah, I see 1 peacock, 2 peacock, and there's another 3 peacocks. And their trees are shaped like umbrellas. Maybe that's to help keep them shaded from the sun. Good idea, could be. In my city, the sun hides behind buildings as tall as the sky. Taxis, buses, and cars fill the streets. Yeah, I see taxis. I see all kinds of cars. Where do you see the sun? Do you see it? Yep. There it is. Going down behind the buildings, just like Elliot said. Here, there are few cars and still too much traffic. Same, but different. Oh man, look. Camels, 1 car, a donkey and a cart, a people carrying goods and a baby, another wheeled cart, another wheeled cart. Not sure what that is. Maybe someone with a kite or some kind of balloons. An ox, chickens, woman with a basket on her head, elephant, and look, that's what Kalish is riding, an elephant. And then another taxi. That is a very busy road. I ride a bus to school with my friends. School bus. So do I. Same, but different. But look at Kalish's school bus. This one is driven on an actual bus, and this one is a different kind of bus, and it's driven by a person almost like riding a bicycle. Man, imagine he must be very strong to be able to pull the wagon and all those children. It's got to be heavy. This is our alphabet. Let's say it together. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Elliot and Kailash. This is our alphabet. Sorry, I'm not going to be able to say that. I can only assume it sounds like this one over here, but I don't know because I don't speak Kailash's language. So maybe you guys can get the book and then you can look it up. That's what it looks like. It looks very pretty though. I love that, the letters. I wonder if it's the same amount of letters. No, I don't think so. I wonder, do any of these go together to make one letter? Very interesting. Let's count how many letters we think they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Right there, they've got our alphabet beat. There's 26 alphabets in the English language. So we got 26 in Indian language. Let's see how many they have. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. 48 letters. And you guys think you've got it rough. Same, but different. My favorite class is art, where I can be anything. A turkey or a bird or a peacock. I don't know. Some kind of bird, some kind of poultry. My favorite class is yoga, where I can be anything. Same, but different. He's a lion. This is how my friends and I say hello. You, Kailash, me. Clasp hands and we shake. And then a secret spiral, and then snap, and then bump. This is how my friends and I say hello. Namaste. Namaste. Same, but different. We're best friends. Even though we live in two different worlds. Wow. Look, the fall leaves where Elliot lives. And then it's no fall where Kailash lives. He's just under his tree painting pictures for his pictures pal. It's kind of cool. Or do we? See, Kailash has all of Elliot's pictures all around his room, and so does Elliot. Elliot has all of Kailash's pictures around his room. That'd be something really neat to do. I've always wanted to take a group of kids and we go and we exchange. We go and live where they are, and then the kids from where we go visit, they come and visit our world. And you grow so much by traveling to learn that different, but the same. I love traveling. Absolutely love it. I always learn something different about myself and the world around me. That was called Same, but Different by Sue Kostecki-Shaw. Got it at the ICME bookstore. Okay, I've got another one. Let's see. So this one is about girls and boys and moms and dads and people in our community. So I am looking forward to reading this to you. Hello, Ava and Jara. Hello, glad to have you along. Hi there, glad to have you with us. I'm going to sneak over here to Okay, yeah, you guys are on YouTube as well. Great. Hi, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Love it, love it, love it. So I've got another story today, and this is a story a little bit about, well, it's called Something Happened in Our Town. You know what? I'm going to scoot this back just a little bit so that it's not so much of a glare. Excuse me, 1 second, you guys. Yeah, that's a little less glare. Okay, very good, but you guys can still see. Okay, something happened in our town. A child's story about racial injustice, and it's written by Marianne Celano, Marietta Collins, and Ann Hazzard, and the pictures were drawn by Jennifer Zivoin. Got this at the ICME bookstore. And thank you very much, Ava and Jara, for tuning in to the Read to Me Ms Tracey book story channel. It's on YouTube, okay? Please be sure to check that out. Okay, it's called Something Happened in Our Town. Something bad happened in our town. The news was on, The news was on the TV, the radio, and the internet. The grown-ups didn't think kids knew about it, but the kids in Miss Garcia's class heard some older kids talking about it, and they had questions. After school, Emma asked her mother, "Why did the police shoot that man?" "It was a mistake," said her mother. "I feel sad for the man and his family." "Yes, the police thought he had a gun," said her father. "It wasn't a mistake," said her sister Liz. "The cops shot him because he was black." Emma was confused. "He is brown, not black," she said. "Some black people have dark brown skin and some have light brown skin," Emma's father explained. "Black usually means African American. Most of their ancestors were brought here from Africa as slaves." "I know what a slave is," said Emma. "That's when you have to do whatever the other person says." Yes, slaves had to do whatever white people told them to do. Even after slavery ended, white people didn't let black people live where they wanted, go to school with white people, or vote. Who are white people? White people came here from places in Europe or Russia or other countries. We are white, even though our skin is light tan. "Did our family do those bad things a long time ago?" asked Emma. "Yes," answered her mother. "Back then, many white people thought that they were better than black people, even though it wasn't true." Liz added, "Some white people still think most black men and boys are dangerous, even though they're not." "Was the man that got shot dangerous?" asked Emma. "No," her mother said. "Shooting him was a mistake. It was a mistake that is part of a pattern." "Like the pattern on my blanket?" Emma asked. "Yes, but this pattern is being nice to white people and mean to black people. It's an unfair pattern." "Suppose you had a birthday party and invited everyone in your class except the black kids," her mother said. "How would the black kids feel?" "They would be sad," Emma said, "or mad. And you would be missing out because you never know who is going to be your best friend," said Liz. "And you can help others to be fair," said her mother. "Like telling Anna to stop teasing Ling about her name," asked Emma. Oh, wait, excuse me, I misread that wrong. "Like telling Anna to stop teasing Ling about her name?" asked Emma. Her mother gave her a hug. Yes, just like that. Mm-hmm. In another house, Josh asked his mother, "Can police go to jail?" "Yes," said his mother. "Why do you ask?" "That white policeman who shot the black man," said Josh. Will he go to jail? What he did was wrong, said his mother. But he won't go to jail, said his father. Why not? Asked Josh. Cops stick up for each other, said Josh's brother, Malcolm, and they don't like black men. Josh was confused. Why not? Some police are black. You're right, said his mother. Uncle James is a police officer, and so is my friend Kenya. There are many, many cops, black and white, who make good choices, said his father, but we can't always count on them to do what is right. Malcolm added, I could get stopped by the police just because I'm black, even if I don't do anything wrong. That's not fair, Josh said. What if it was a white man in the car? Would the police have shot him? They probably wouldn't have even stopped the car, said his father. Sometimes white people are treated better than black people, said his mother, but it's not right. Everybody should be treated fairly. Josh's mother gave him a hug. We're proud of who we are. Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King Jr., and Nelson Mandela were strong and brave black leaders. They showed us that we can stand up for our rights and set good examples for others. They were treated unfairly, but helped others learn to be more fair. Some people haven't learned yet, said his father angrily. Why are you mad? Asked Josh. I am mad that we're still treated poorly sometimes, but I can use my anger to make things better, said his father. Black people have a lot of power if we work together to make changes. I have power, Josh said, and I'm smart. His father smiled. You're right. His mother added, and you can change people's hearts by sticking up for someone who is not treated fairly. Like how Malcolm sticks up for me when the kids tease me about my glasses, huh? Josh asked. He tells them to step off. Just like that, his parents said. Just like that, his parents said. The next day, a new kid joined Emma and Josh's class. His name was Ahmad, and he was from a country far, far away. Ahmad didn't know where to sit or what to do because it was his first day in school. He talked a little bit, but it was hard to understand him. He said he was learning English. Imagine if you went to another country and you didn't speak the language very well. How would you feel? Would you feel afraid or nervous? Didn't know what to do or where to go? Would you want someone to help you out and be a friend? Yeah, I sure would. After lunch, the class went outside to play soccer. Daniel and Sophia picked kids to be on their teams. All of the kids were picked to be on a team except Ahmad. Daniel said Ahmad probably didn't know how to play because he was new. Sophia said Ahmad might not be good at soccer. Josh remembered what his mother said about sticking up for people who are treated unfairly. Emma remembered that what her mother said about unfair patterns and birthday parties. All of a sudden, Ahmad wasn't alone. Emma and Josh were leading him to their team. We have enough kids on our team already, Daniel said. We don't need him. But Josh was ready. Step off, he said. He's playing. Yeah, said Emma. We don't want to miss out. And just like that, Emma and Josh gained a new friend and started a better pattern for their school. And yes, there's a note to parents and caregivers. It's designed to be read for children 4 to 8 and focuses on bias or prejudiced attitudes and injustice, discriminatory actions against African Americans. And as we noticed, Ahmad was from a country far, far away. It's not just African Americans. And Emma's friend Ling was being picked on because she probably was of an Asian name or something like that, or Asian family. Hey, they're just different. Remember, we read same, but different. Still kids, still need friends, still need love, right? Something happened in our town, a child's story about racial injustice. Okay, here we go. Let's do another story. Let's do Building Books by Megan Ragnar Lloyd and illustrated by Brienne Farley. Okay, here we go. I like singing the song, don't you? Okay. Katie loved building with blocks. She loved the way they clicked as she pressed them together. She loved the way they wobbled as she stacked them really up high. She even loved the way they crashed as they toppled to the floor. But most of all, Katie loved the way she felt when she built something brand new. Owen loved reading books. He loved the way they swooshed as he pulled them off the shelves. He loved the way they rustled as they turned the pages. He even loved the way paper smelled. But most of all, Owen loved the way he felt when he read something brand new. Katie had to read books for school. But Katie did not want to read. When Katie tried to read, her hands felt squirmy. When Katie tried to read, her legs felt wiggly. When Katie tried to read, she wished she were building instead. So, when she was supposed to be reading, Katie built castles. She built cities and she built worlds. Oh, Katie. Building's the best, proclaimed Katie. Nope, reading rules, countered Owen. Katie scowled at her brother. They scowled and glared, and they each wondered what was wrong with the other one. Building's better, reading is. Building's better, building's better, reading is, building is better, reading is better. The librarian seemed to appear out of nowhere. And look, she's got glasses and a bun on her head like Ms. Tracey. See, there it is. May I suggest a suitable alternative? A stack of books for you, the librarian said to Katie, to read, and a stack for you, she said to Owen, to shelf. Ah, that's using your nugget, Miss Librarian. We'll just call her Miss Tracey for now, because she's smart too. Katie squirmed and wiggled in the library chair. She missed the clicking and wobbling of the crashing of the books. And most of all, she missed building something brand new. Katie stood up. Building's way better than reading, she said. But Owen didn't answer. His nose was buried in a book. Katie picked a thick book from the library shelves. She wanted to see if it would balance on its side. It could. Katie picked out more books, and then she liked the way they swooshed and as she pulled them off the shelves. Katie began to build. She almost finished building a castle, but when she reached up to balance the last book on the very tippity top, I wonder what's going to happen. Whoa! Crash, bang, boom, 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 boom. Katie looked around to make sure no one was watching. Castle Engineering. And look, a book called Castle Engineering opened up. Oh, maybe she'll like reading that book. She found a book about something that she really likes to do. And then she began to read. Katie's hands stopped feeling squirmy, and her legs stopped feeling wiggly. She liked the way the pages rustled as she turned them. She even liked the way the paper smelled. But most of all, Katie liked reading something brand new. Katie visited castles. Oh, and she read another book and another and another. She visited castles, explored cities. She discovered worlds. Wow, castles and cities and planets and dragonflies. Oh my. Owen finished his book with a snap and looked about in surprise. He had never seen so many books on the floor before. He hoped the librarian wouldn't make him shelve them all. He liked reading books, not arranging them, but one book was balanced on its side. Owen found himself wondering if another book could balance on top of it. It could. Owen looked around to make sure no one was watching. And then he began to build. He liked the way books thumped as he pressed them together. He liked the way they wobbled as he stacked them up high. He even liked the way they crashed as they toppled to the floor. But most of all, he liked building something brand new. Look, he's building all kinds of cool things. You know what? I just noticed this. This is a pyramid in Mexico. It's called Chichen Itza, and Ms Tracey's visited there. Yeah, it was really cool. Look what I made, Owen called to Katie. At the same time, Katie ran to Owen. Have you read this? She squealed. What about this one? And this one? And this one? Katie hugged an armful of books. I love reading, Owen grinned, and I love building. Katie and Owen sat down in the big library chair and read together. And they began to build. Oh, wow. They made a whole sailboat out of books. Oh my goodness. Guess what? The librarian now, she thought she had a great idea, but guess what? They have to reshelve and catalog all those books again. Oh, man. Oh, my brother. Goodness. The end. That story is called Building Books, and it's written by Megan Wagner Lloyd, and the pictures are drawn by Brianne Farley. I like that story. Got that one also at the ICME bookstore. Okay, I have one more. You guys okay for one more book? All right, cool. Yeah. This one is called When God Made Light. It's by Matthew Paul Turner and illustrated by David Cattrall, the author of When God Made You. I think I have that one up here somewhere. Let there, I love these pictures, be light. The cat, the dog, the baby, and the little girl. Love it. That's what God said, and light began shining and then started to spread. What's that, a cat? There's a dog playing with a ball. The little girl painting. Little baby painting in two, I guess. Light glared and glimmered. It flared and sparked. And wherever light shine, Dark stopped being dark. I love these pictures. In the beginning, space became bright, 'cause God filled it with twinkles of yellowy light. Brilliant stars gleamed, swirls of light streamed. In that once empty space, a galaxy beamed. When God made light, a universe lit up, a dazzling display of big, shiny stuff. And all that light, every bright golden hue, it is the very same light that God put inside of you. Yeah. They're dancing and they're making their shadows dance. How cool is that? Have you ever danced with your shadow? Yeah, it's fun. Well, it's fun dancing, period. Now, God made the sun to light up our days, to cover our planet with life-filled rays, to make summers warm and winters not too cold, to help flowers bloom and turn wheat fields to gold, to burst in the morning at the first crack of dawn, to rise up slowly and beam across lawns. Oh, they've gone outside now. And when the sun shines, here's what you should do. Go run and have fun. Play a game, maybe two. Go skipping or flipping or down a slide slipping. Or if it's too hot, in a pool, just go dipping. Dance in the grass, go climbing in trees. Build castles with sand, face the wind, feel its breeze. The dog's in the pool. Eat berries and cherries. In a patch, pick strawberries. Or whistle out loud with a choir of canaries. And once in a while, when the playing is done, look up in the sky and thank God for the sun. And when the light fades and the day ends too soon, wave goodbye to the sun and hello to the moon. Yes, God made the moon to brighten the night sky, to reflect the sun's shine, to be our world's nightlight. I just love these pictures. So stinking cute. But beneath a dark sky, there are things you can do. Just bring mommy or daddy and a flashlight or two. Raise a tent and go camping, or go through the woods stamping, romping and stomping on paths made for tramping. Catch fireflies in jars, go gazing at stars. Try counting and seeing how many there are. See constellations, shapes and formations. Find a lion or bear amid heaven's creations. Sing songs around campfires, make marshmallow s'mores, let Grandpa tell stories, wage flashlight wars. Now, when God made light, God made all different kinds. Some sparkles, some flares, but all light shines. It flashes and bolts when lightning is crashing, or bursts through the sky when a comet is dashing. And if you ever feel scared in the darkness of night, remember the shadows are no match for God's light. Climb into bed, sleep soundly and dream, and know that inside you, God's glow is a gleam. Cause you're just like the sun and the moon in the sky. as lustrous as twinkles that dazzle in the eye. You're as splendid as lightning when it flashes so bright, 'cause on the day you were born, God said, let there be light. That's right, Ava and Jara, Eli and Corey and Ollie and Miss Jessica and Yakira. When you were born, that's what God said, let there be light. I know it said that with Ms Tracey. That's right. That's right, baby. Bubba. So beam like the sun, glimmer like a star, and wherever you go, dark will stop being dark. Shimmer and shine. Ooh. Be a beacon so bright. 'Cause when God made you, child, God made light. This is about the authors. Matthew Paul Turner is the author of 17 books, including the bestseller, When God Made You. He and his wife, Jessica, live in Nashville, Tennessee, with their 3 children. David Cottrell is an editorial cartoonist whose vibrant illustrations have appeared in more than 70 children's books, including several New York Times bestsellers. He lives in Ohio with his wife, Deborah. That was called When God Made Light. Love it. Got it at the I See Me bookstore, and you can too. Okay, so I've got 3 more books. I don't know if you guys have time. Let's see. I got kind of late. I got a late start, but I tell you what, I'm gonna tease you. You guys just have to come back next week. I'm gonna read. I know for sure I'm gonna read Sulwe by Lupita Nyong'o. I'm definitely reading that next week. And if you guys are, in school, if you can't read, be sure to tune in for that book. I'm going to read All Aboard the Bobo Road. Oh, that's such a cute story. I can't wait to read that for you guys. And I'm also going to read Lion. Yeah, I'm going to read that and some more. And I just have to, I've got 40 books here that I got from the I See Me bookstore and the library. So I can't read them all at one time, but you guys can always come back to Read to Me, Ms Tracey. You can always come back there. Yep. Read to Me, Ms Tracey at the YouTube channel, or you can go to the I See Me bookstore, and we usually post the videos up so that you can watch them over and over and over again, right? We thank you very much for tuning in with us today. I had a ball. Sorry about the late start. I had to restart the computer and do the whole thing because the camera wouldn't pull up. So I had to have the camera. It came up. It was weird. It came up on YouTube, but didn't come up on Facebook, but whatever. Anywho, we got it done, right? Thank you so much to our reading buddies, Miss Jessica, Ollie, Corey, Eli. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. And Yakira and Ava and Jara, thank you very much for tuning in. Let's see, what else do we have? And I think that's everybody that checked in. I'm going to check in over at the YouTube page and see what's going on with that. See who's checked in. Oh, we just have the same people. Okay, cool beans. Nevertheless, in the meantime, you guys keep reading. Read to your friends. Read to your pets. Read to anybody that will listen, even if that means just finding a nice quiet corner that you can read in, right? That's cool too. Totally fine. And in the meantime, I will see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. Give a hug, ladybug, blow a kiss, jellyfish. I'll see you soon, big baboon, out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear, wave goodbye, butterfly. Okay, everybody, thank you. Don't forget to give yourself a hug. It's your daily vitamin. Ooh, that feels so good. It feels so good. Oh, that feels so good. See you next time. Tune back in Wednesdays at 11 and Sundays at 3. Bye, you guys. It's good to see you.